I'd like to talk about the benefits of reducing your consumption of the news and increasing the time you spend listening to music. I remember when the only way you could get the news was through this antiquated thing called the newspaper, which was thrown by young boys with paper routes onto your sidewalk or your porch or occasionally up on your roof. But anyway, every day you'd have the newspaper to read, and you also could watch the nightly news on TV. There was just a few newscasts. They usually lasted for half an hour, and then that was the end of the news for the day. But now today, we live in a world where the news is readily accessible via podcasts, websites, 24-hour cable news channels, and they constantly bombard us with stories of violence, tragedy, and negativity. Now, it is important to stay informed. You don't want to go around not knowing anything that's going on in the world, but consuming excessive negative news can have a profound impact on your mental and emotional well-being. So what I want to do is take a look at some of the reasons why you should reduce your exposure to negative news and some of the benefits that can be gained by doing that. The first reason to limit your exposure to the news, and to negative news especially, is you will have reduced anxiety and stress. It should be no news to you that negative news often triggers feelings of anxiety, stress, even fear. Our brains are wired to pay more attention to negative information, and that can lead to a constant state of worry. I mean, think of all the things that you are practically encouraged to worry about. I don't even really need to list them here. You could probably just think of a whole bunch of things that the news tells you you need to worry about these things. And so by consciously limiting your exposure to this negative news, you can reduce anxiety levels and improve your overall mental health. The second reason to reduce your news consumption is that it will improve your mood and your level of happiness. You think about it now, constant exposure to negative news can dampen your mood. It can leave you feeling down, pessimistic about the world. I know that's true for me. And consuming less negative news allows you to create more space for positive thoughts, positive experiences, leading to increased happiness and a more optimistic outlook. Doesn't mean you're not being a realist about the way things are, but you can be more optimistic. And it makes you more of a pleasure to be around. So my encouragement to you, and in many ways I'm speaking to myself as well, is to exchange the negative news for the positive effects of listening to music. So you understand the impact of negative news, but let's talk a little bit about the benefits of listening to music. Listening to music instead of consuming the news. Now, music, as you know, has a unique ability to influence your emotions and your well-being in many ways. One benefit gained from listening to music is that of stress reduction and relaxation. Well, that may not be news to you, but it's easy to forget in the rush of life that beautiful music has a calming effect on your mind and your body. It can help reduce stress levels, lower blood pressure even, promote relaxation. If you listen to a soothing melody or a gentle instrumental piece, well, this can create a tranquil environment and provide a much needed escape from the demands of daily life. Music can provide an emotional lift. It can inspire you. Music has the power to evoke deep emotions and stir your soul. Uplifting, positive music, it can inspire you, boost your motivation, enhance your creativity. You know, all kinds of music can have this effect on you. It could be an energizing popular song, a soulful ballad, or a symphony, and it takes you on a journey. Music has the ability to touch you on a profound level. You know, as I'm recording this, we have recently learned about the passing of the great Canadian songwriter Gordon Lightfoot, and that caused many of us to revisit his music and rediscover its beauty, its thoughtfulness, its poetry. I could talk a lot more about him, but perhaps that will be the subject of another video. Now that I've highlighted the benefits of consuming less negative news and listening to more beautiful music, here's some practical things you can do to incorporate these habits into your daily life. Well, first of all, and this is very obvious, limit your news consumption. It can be very tempting to constantly refresh news websites and scroll through social media feeds filled with negative headlines, but I encourage you to set specific times to catch up on important news updates. Stay informed, but don't let it consume your entire day. And also look for positive news. Find accounts and subscribe to newsletters that focus on uplifting stories, personal growth, inspiring content, spiritual content. Surround yourself with sources that promote positivity rather than adding to the negativity. One of my goals here at Home with Music is to create an atmosphere of positivity and encouragement as I show you how to learn music and how to benefit from learning music. Create a playlist of beautiful music. Take some time to curate a playlist of songs and pieces that resonate with you and bring you joy. It could be classical music, jazz, pop, any other genre. Choose music that elevates your mood and helps you relax. And then finally, listen to music intentionally. Don't just mindlessly scroll through your phone with music in the background. Try putting everything else aside and really listening. Now personally, I never use music as background noise, but if you find that helpful, then I'm all for it. You can listen to music while you're doing chores around the house, while you're gardening, while you're driving from place to place. I recently had a fellow come and install a new garage door here in our house, and he was listening to music as he performed this most important task. Got to have a garage door, We like to be able to park our cars in the garage with the door closed. So anyway, those are my words of encouragement for you today. Lessen your consumption of the negative news that constantly bombards you if you let it. And spend more time listening to beautiful music that can prove to be uplifting and encouraging and make your life that much more pleasurable. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful to you. Sounds like the winds are kicking up out here, so I think I'm going to retreat back inside the studio. Oh, by the way, you can like this video. That helps the channel. And subscribe if you have not yet subscribed to the channel. I appreciate those of you who have subscribed to At Home with Music and for all of your support. You can also support me on Patreon. Links are below in the description, and I look forward to speaking with you in the next one.